Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. The United States and India reached agreement on an interim framework for a trade deal on Friday, bringing both sides closer to a broader economic pact. Under the framework, the United States and India will expand trade in technology products, according to the White House. Washington will impose an 18% tariff on Indian goods, the White House confirmed. India will purchase energy and technology products worth $500 billion from the United States over the next 5 years. At least 32 people were killed and 169 injured after a powerful explosion ripped through an Imambargah during Friday prayers in Islamabad. The blast struck Imambargah Khadija al-Kubra in the capital's Tarlai area, triggering panic as worshippers rushed to help the wounded. Police say it is too early to confirm the cause. Meanwhile, hospitals in the capital have declared emergencies as rescue operations continue. Several countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Iran, Russia, Australia and Germany, have strongly condemned the terrorist attack in Islamabad that targeted worshippers. In a statement, the US Embassy said it strongly condemns the terrorist attack carried out in Islamabad, which resulted in the death and injury of innocent worshippers. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has also condemned Friday's attack.
US President Donald Trump has ruled out extending the New START nuclear arms treaty with Russia, calling instead for a new and modernized agreement. In a social media post issued as the treaty expired, Trump said New START was badly negotiated and accused Russia of violations. He said US nuclear experts should work on a fresh deal, warning that a better treaty is needed to manage future nuclear risks.
Meanwhile, the United States has accused China of secretly conducting a nuclear test in 2020, escalating tensions as global arms control frameworks unravel. US officials told a Geneva disarmament conference that Beijing used covert methods to hide a yield-producing nuclear explosion, violating test ban commitments. China rejected the accusation, saying it acts responsibly on nuclear issues and blamed the US for fueling a new arms race. Iran says indirect nuclear talks with the United States in Oman were a good start, with both sides agreeing to continue negotiations. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said discussions were limited strictly to nuclear issues, with no talks on missiles or regional matters. The talks were mediated by Oman, as Iranian and US delegations did not meet face-to-face amid heightened regional tensions. On the other hand, Oman's Foreign Minister, Saeed Badr al-Busaidi, said the talks were very serious, with both sides agreeing to reconvene after consultations. Basant celebrations in Lahore entered their second day on Saturday. As evening fell, rooftops across the walled city lit up, with residents marking the festival in large numbers. The inner city presented a festive scene, as illuminated rooftops hosted barbecue gatherings, while kite flying continued alongside the celebrations. However, Punjab Chief Minister Maryam Nawaz on Friday cancelled all Basant-related engagements following a suicide blast at an Imambargah in Islamabad. The European Commission has proposed its toughest move yet against Russia's oil trade, calling for a blanket ban on services supporting Moscow's seaborne crude exports. The plan would bar Western tankers and shipping services from carrying Russian oil, hitting supplies mainly bound for India and China, and going far beyond the existing G7 price cap aimed at cutting Kremlin war revenues. The T20 World Cup returns with its 10th edition, with Pakistan facing the Netherlands in the Sri Lankan capital on Saturday amid the threat of rain. The Green Shirts begin their World Cup campaign on a high note after completing a clean sweep of Australia in the 3-match home series. And Turkey is preparing sweeping restrictions on social media use by minors, with a parliamentary report calling for age verification, content filtering, and possible bans for children under 16. President Tayyip Erdogan's ruling party is expected to submit a draft law soon, citing concerns over child safety and digital addiction. If passed, the measures would place Turkey among a growing number of countries tightening controls on minors' online access. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.